Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but we don't necessarily talk about trade-in vehicles too much. We don't talk about what's the best way to get the maximum value for your trade and much more. And we've got some new studies showing what is the most traded vehicle, type of vehicle, and even brand that is being traded in for a Tesla. So let's take a look at it. Plus, I'll give you the tips on what vendors, what companies you can do to try and cross shop to get the most value, plus a bunch of more topics. And usually this is where I show you my intro, but my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But let us get into this. So shout out to Electric. They posted this article. The two most common cars traded for Tesla Model 3 might actually surprise you. So it looks like there's a study that was done for electric vehicles. The study is coming from CarMax, so you know it is a huge used car vendor, both purchasing and selling. And we've got some big ones. So the first one is that the most searched used EV or electric vehicle is the Model 3, and then of course the Model Y right after that. And what is interesting even more is we've got some graphs right here that show the top traded in vehicle type. So 40% SUVs, that kind of makes sense because there's a lot of SUVs out there, sedans and coupes at 29%, and then the list goes on and on. But what's really interesting here is if you look at the top traded in brands. So you can see right here, Toyota at 12%, BMW 8%, Ford 8%, Honda 7%. So my question to you all is, what vehicle did you drive before your Tesla? Did you drive one of these vehicles as listed on the screen here, and then you swap to something else? But of course, I couldn't make a video without giving you some tips. If you're looking to get the most bang for your buck, the most maximum value without doing too much work, this is just a good indicator. I've always recommended Car Buyer USA. It's a good easy way to get some sort of valuation for your current vehicle for trading it. So you can easily just put in like 2021, put in whatever vehicle that you have. You don't even have to jump through too many hoops. So like you can jump to right here, put in like how many miles it's got, hit the offer now button. You can see it quickly spits out a number. So this is a good indicator. This is good like wholesale value to try as a good starting point. Of course, the best options that you can do is go to websites like carmax.com as well, and or even my personal favorite is selling your used vehicle online to private party. Maybe spend like a week or two to see if anybody bites and if is interested in. But really the best way is to find local private dealers that could be near you, because it makes sense, right? Dealers that are mom and pop shops that only sell used vehicles, they need your car to sell to someone else. So they're typically going to give you the maximum value, because if they don't buy from you, they got to buy at the auction, and that could be a more competitive landscape. So typically what I like to do is I like to take my bids from CarMax or even Car Buyer USA, go to my local dealer, make sure it's reputable, has good rating reviews, and see if they can get you just a little bit more than something else. But I always do like to try private party selling as well for like a week or two to see if anybody bites. But don't spend too much time, because as you know, your Tesla's probably waiting to be delivered. And on top of that, you don't want to spend too much time waiting around, because every week, every month, your vehicle value will start to decrease. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. As you can tell, we are traveling right now. We are not at our home setup. So we're going to run through a couple different topics. And then we've got a couple of things that we need to get to this evening. In this next topic, the first Tesla Cybertruck has been spotted in a driveway. And also we're going to talk about all the latest Tesla Cybertruck rumors that we've seen so far. So let us take a look at it. So this is actually not the first one. This is the second one, but this is the first confirmed one, because there was a picture that was posted the other day of a Tesla Cybertruck that was potentially covered. We could guess it was a Cybertruck, but here's a pic Shout out to Nick Cruz for posting this. Tesla employees taking home Cybertrucks are becoming a common sight. So I guess this is kind of like the first ever driveway delivery of a Tesla Cybertruck. I mean, pretty awesome to see someone able to take it home and park it in their driveway. I can see like a BMW right next to it though. So I don't know about that, but every day we're getting closer and closer to this Tesla Cybertruck delivery event. So I am certainly getting excited. And here's a quick tip. If you've got a Tesla Cybertruck order in the queue, there were some things released the other day about how if you log into the back end, if you don't see your actual options, you may be earlier enough to be able to get queued up for your delivery. So here's a quick tip from Cybertruck guy. Log into your Tesla account, tap the Cybertruck order, tap manage order. If you see your options, that might mean that you are not being queued up to take delivery. Who knows? But if you see what this message says, you cannot edit at this time, then you are seeing a different message than what other people might be seeing. Most people are in the low 112 bracket, so maybe, fingers crossed, this might mean that our Tesla Cybertrucks could be getting ready to be delivered. Here's another thing from a shout out to Joe, which is the drone flyer for Giga Texas. Giga Texas News, all employees back at work today, training and final prep, test production of the Model Y bodies, and at least 2 master candidate Cybertrucks. Of course, we've been seeing RC or release candidates, but now maybe this is the final production. Ooh, we've got some nice seat covers right here. Maybe this potentially could be the real Cybertruck that is going to be coming out. And then on top of that, we've got some random stuff coming out. Like, right, this is what seems to be a Tesla employee shirt that of course has the Cybertruck right on top of it. And it says sales, service, and delivery, which is the 3 departments that work at Tesla locations. So does this mean they are also prepping for a Cybertruck delivery event? Who knows? That would be really cool to see. And the last one is, of course, they've been working on the front of the Giga Texas entrance. You can see it's been revamped on the front, so maybe they are also prepping for a Tesla Cybertruck event. But I feel like we would be getting details by this point because there's a lot of people that have event tickets, or at least supposedly have some event tickets, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff here. But we're going to jump into the next topic. Premature, thanks for coming in. Haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully you are doing well. Thanks for joining in. We're going to be just doing some more topics, or a couple more topics. And then we're going to be getting on to, because we got a meeting we got to run into. But thanks for joining in, everybody. So far, we've got a giveaway on the channel by Tesla Mats USA. So if you're looking to win a set of floor mats for your Tesla, definitely check it out down below in the on the live channel titled giveaway video. And on top of that, if you're interested in buying a Tesla and want to save some money, definitely check out our Tesla referral code down below in the description as well, where you can save an extra $500 off your Model 3, Model Y, S, or even X. End of the month deals are here, so quickly try and jump in if you can. In this next topic, so 0% financing actually does exist, or even 0% or even 0.9%. Unfortunately, it does not exist for Tesla, but maybe it will one day. Let's take a look at this new thing that just popped out of all the different vehicles that currently have 0% financing. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Car Dealership Guy. He posted this: best 0% finance deals right now. So this list, I've seen this before. It probably changes, not, or maybe doesn't change too much from month to month, but we've got a lot of Fiat, Ford, Nissan Titan. We've got Kia Niro EV6, Kia EV6, Subaru Solterra. Interesting. We've got a couple different EVs on this list as well. But of course, this is ramping up to 0.9, and a lot of these terms don't really make too sense, right? I mean, maybe it makes sense for some people, but 36 months, 48 months, it seems like the longest terms are 60 months for the Nissan Titan, the Ford Mach-E, the Ford Edge, and 72 months for the Fiat 500X. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Of course, Tesla is currently at 6.34%, and of course, you can definitely get the latest list of all the credit unions and banks that all have interest rates lower than Tesla at my Patreon link down below in the description. After you join, get a link to my buying guide, which is the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Ramon, hey Dennis, any update on the Model 3 Highland Performance? Plaid motor price, horsepower. Been hearing two motors, one plaid motor. Debating if I should wait or get performance now. Looks like there's almost sold out. I don't know when a new one comes here to the USA. Seems like the regular Model 3 Highland is supposed to be like quarter 1 of next year. Probably plaid a little bit later after that. That's my best guess. I would still say if you find a Model 3 Performance, which those have the biggest discounts right now, especially when you factor in the $500 referral credit, if you can get one for $6,000 off plus the 7,500 federal tax credit, it might be worth it to just hold out or just to get one of those, drive it, harvest the 7,500 federal tax credit, and then once the Highland comes out, because there's going to be a lot of demand, there's going to be a wait list for that. Drive it for a little bit, wait till the Highland comes out, and then jump on to one of the Highlands after that. That's my thoughts, at least. All right. In this next quick topic, there is a Model S another Model S, I guess, that has hit over 310 miles. And let's see what actually happened to this Model S so far. It's really interesting to see EVs go this far with that many miles. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Drive Tesla. They posted this. And now another Tesla Model S has hit 310,000 miles. 2016 Model S90 has the original battery, 12% degradation, not bad. Motors, AC system, rear control arms, wheel bushings, all the seats. So it looks like all this stuff is original, no changes at all. Brakes done at 420 kilometers. So is that saying that the brakes lasted almost 300,000 miles? That is definitely really cool to see. Coil suspension done at a little bit less around there as well. AC went out, door handle went out. I mean, a total, what is that? Like $10,000 over 300,000 miles. That doesn't sound too bad, right? When you compare it to like some other vehicles like BMW, Mercedes, some other German brands. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff here that a Model S has gotten that many miles. It seems like it was a taxi of some sort with nominal maintenance at the end of the day, in my opinion. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below the description is Patreon links for the channel. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Tapia, thanks for coming in. Hey, Dennis, hope you're doing well. I hope you're trading my Model Y for a Juniper Model Y when that opens. Yeah, it could be later next year. I always say if Tesla wants to pull it ahead, but most likely it's going to be a 2025 release if I had to guess. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments.